Condos and townhomes in Marin pulled a classic November move. Inventory dropped like it always does heading into the holidays. Sales slowed, and yet pricing metrics quietly refused to fall apart. If that sounds confusing, you're not alone. That's exactly why this market trips people up. After looking at what single-family homes did in November, this condo market tells a very different story, and it matters if you're trying to decide whether to buy or sell or wait this thing out. So let's get to it. As you already know, condos and townhouses never play by the same rules as single-family homes. When houses start to soften, condos don't always follow. Sometimes they lag, sometimes they lead, and sometimes they just do their own thing and ignore everyone. By the way, I'm Carrie Hill, lawyer turned realtor, 30-year Marin local, and the person who helps you buy or sell here with your sanity and your bank account intact. My information is in the link below if you want any backup or if you'd like my free monthly newsletter that breaks down exactly which homes closed in Marin and what actually happened after the open houses ended. And hey, if you pick up even one useful nugget here, hit subscribe. It helps more than you know and keeps these no fluff updates coming your way. Big picture comparison to single family homes. Quick context before we jump into the condos. In November, single family homes showed rising inventory year over year, slower pricing, and longer sell times. But sales were actually higher than last year. Translation, the market is softer, but it is not broken. But as often is the case, condos and townhomes diverge. So on to the charts. Okay, the light green bars are the amount of condos and townhouses that are available for sale. It dropped from last month to this month. Happens every year. It's a seasonal event, but the actual amount that dropped in for sale is down 20.4% month over month. When you compare it to this time last year, it's up 6.4%, and that reflects our rising inventory overall. You can also look at the dark green bars, which are the homes that sold. That dropped 32% from this month to last month to November, and it is a drop of 8.1% when you compare it to this time last year. So the market is slower than last year. And then the number for the quarter, which is more relevant, that is an increase 11% for this quarter compared to last year at the same time. You can also see the nosedive in new listings happens as people hunker down for the holidays. And here are the days on market. There was a decrease of 56 days on market down to 48 days on market. That's interesting, right? This time people wanted to, I guess, settle in before the holidays. So that represented a decrease of 14.3%. And when you compare it to this time last year, it's a decrease of 29.4%. And when you look at the more statistically relevant numbers, it was a decrease of 4.8%. So not as dramatic when you look at a bigger set of numbers. And this line up here, that is the sales price over the original list price. That did decrease a little bit from last month to this month. And it didn't change at all when you compare it to this month to last year, same month. And regarding the full quarterly's numbers, it's down 1% for the whole quarter compared to the whole quarter this time last year. And here are the sold prices. Now, we know that the median price is more important. I'm going to go ahead and start there. And the median price was showing an increase from this month to November. Remember, the blue bars are the median. That is a 4.1% increase in price compared to the same time last year, which was then it's down 4.9%. And when you do the more statistically relevant number of the 3 months this year compared to the 3 months last year, it's down 2.7%. So median price is softening overall in Marin. Then we can look at the red line here, which are the sold average prices. Now we know they can be pushed around a bit more in Marin, even on condos and townhouses. We still have a pretty wide difference in how much they can cost in Marin, and just like those numbers get pushed around for all of Marin, it can get pushed around just here in condos and townhouses. Anyway, that number as an average was showing a increase in 7.5% from last month to this month, 4.3% increase when compared to this time last year, and with the more statistically relevant number, still up 3.9% for the quarter. But again, these numbers get pushed around more. We need to pay more attention to the median number. And for our last bit of evidence, we do have the price per square foot. You can see that that increased from last month. That represented an increase of 3%. Compared to this time last year, it was an increase of 8%. And when you compare the entire quarter of 3 months compared to that time last year, it's still an increase of 6%. Mind you though, these are average prices. Remember, we've already established from my past video that the average can get pushed around a lot. So I present this as just a piece of evidence. What this means for you: if you're buying, condos and townhomes are offering a quieter opportunity than single family homes. There's more inventory than last year, pricing is softer on a quarterly basis, and motivated sellers want deals wrapped up before the year ends. If you're selling, this is not the market for wish pricing. The units that are clean, staged, and priced correctly are moving faster than last year. The rest are sitting and chasing the market right down. And if you're trying to decide between a condo and a house in Marin right now, this split behavior is exactly why strategy matters more than headlines. If these price numbers feel confusing, don't miss the video that I dropped just a couple of weeks ago where I showed exactly how a handful of luxury sales can distort Marin's averages and when the median actually tells the truth. Yes, this even happens with condos. That one will change how you read every Marin headline going forward. If you're checking out condos or townhomes for sale in Marin or debating whether it's time to sell, there should be some helpful video recommendations popping up above me right now or sometime about now. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss my no fluff Marin real estate updates. Thank you for watching and have a great day.